What's good, my bros? What's goody? Oh, bro. Look at that, man. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Trying to fix this light right quick. Come on, light. You bugging out, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to put this light on the right setting, man. It's giving me a hard time. I'm just gonna leave this there like that. Leave that there like this. Freddie Acevedo was popping, and I see you in the building. Frank Blanco, you already know. I'm about to light up this. I'm about to light up this slim blunt right near the nails now. You heard? I'm just tapping in right quick. I'm saying though, what's popping? Pittsburgh in the building was really good. Ninth Power was really hood. Morgue World, I appreciate you. Mitchell Jones was popping. James Hart was popping. Lele in the building setting people up. Who else is in here, man? Lele, you got somebody in the building saying you burnt them, bro. You heard? Know the ledge was populating. What's popping, my G's? I'm chilling, man. I'm just. Oh, it feel like Sunday, but it's not Sunday, man. Please don't tell me I don't got a light on me. Oh, I would have been very heated. I would have been very heated. Playing with me, camera. Don't play with me, camera. But yeah, what's goody, my G's? What's goody, my G's, man? I ain't doing nothing, man. I'm just chilling, man. You're. Oh, man, the light is right here, man. You feel me? You know, I wasn't even really planning on going live. You know, I'm just running around. Like, you know, sometimes, man, I just be wanting some fresh air, bro. So, you know, sometimes I just be roaming the streets for no reason, just to get some fresh air, man. You heard? I want to see some surroundings. Then I always find some great content when I'm roaming the streets of New York. You heard? You gotta roam them streets, baby. Straight up. You could run the streets with your thugs. I'll be waiting for you until you get through. I'll be. You could run the streets with your thugs. What's really good though, my genies, man? What y'all getting into tonight, man? You heard? Playoffs is about to start, you heard? That's going to be a vicious series between Knicks and Detroit. That's going to be a vicious series, baby. You heard? Detroit, man, them dudes, man. You got to take your hat off. You got to take your hat off for them dudes, you heard? Because they went crazy. Yeah, that Math Hoffa joint that I'm about to drop is just the same stuff I was talking yesterday. It's just on my other camera. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, I just was talking about possibilities of taking over YouTube when you got a channel that big. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But it's definitely some good talk. So make sure y'all tune in like a tuning fork at 8:30 when that drop. Yurshk, what time is it? 7:49 right now. You can run the streets with your thugs. I'll be waiting for you until you get through. I'll be waiting. Yo, I told you I got this character that I created. Hold on. I told you I got this character I created called Unk, right? And Unk be mad funny because Unk just be stuck in the 80s and the 90s, right? So I did a little skit last night. Shit kind of going viral on Instagram right now. Which reminds me, I got another joint that I'm gonna upload tonight that's gonna go viral too. So if you need some promo out there, if you got something that you pushing out there and you want to get that promo attached to a viral video, send me a message at St. Laz NYC, STLAZ NYC on Instagram, because I'm about to drop another viral video. The one I dropped last night, that joint already got. I just dropped this last night. Hold on. A black dude was walking by, dropping his science on a white dude. On, you know, when he seen me, he got kind of quiet. Like, let me stop telling this dude my light struggle. But it's like, hold on, let me see. I dropped this joint last night, right? A little skit that I did last night. Let me see how many views that joint got right now. Yes. Let me see. You can run the streets with your thugs. That shit got 23,000 views already. You heard? That shit got 23,000 views, and it's not gonna stop, bro. It's just gonna keep going and keep going. Therefore, if you out there and you got some promo that you need on something, make sure you get at me, bro. I mean, my prices magnifique, c'est bon. You heard? But yeah, like, so I was saying, I created this character called Unk. And Unk is funny because Unk be trapped in the 80s and the 90s. Like, you heard, Unk still be running around with a CD player. Like, I got some shit, right, that I'm gonna do. I got a skit coming where I'm gonna show Unk. I'm gonna be like, yo, Unk still use a CD cleaner. I'm gonna show that nigga dripping the drops on the CD, wiping that shit, you heard? Nigga cleaning CDs in 2025. You heard? Unk is a funny motherfucker. But then, boom, I did this skit last night. And I'd already created this character in my head. But for some reason, when I did the skit, you know, the character came to mind. But I want to create this other character named Sheepskin. You heard? Now, the science behind Sheepskin is son was the most notorious nigga in the whole project's history. You feel me? He was putting in dumb work. But what's gonna make Sheepskin a funny motherfucker is son is so much of a thug, he just do the funniest shit that nobody on the planet could ever get away with. You heard? And that's what's gonna make that nigga hilarious, my nigga. You heard? He like, yo, that nigga skin coming through, my nigga. That nigga Sheepskin is a beast. So basically, Sheepskin is just a character from out the 80s who was a monster in the hood. You heard? So I want to create a throwback comedy sketch series. I'm writing down what I'm doing right now is I'm putting together a whole comedy sketch show. I'm organizing a whole comedy sketch show. You heard? And I'm deciding what I'm going to have, what I would have in a comedy sketch show if I ever had the opportunity to do a real sketch show. I do it now on Instagram with no money now, but if I had the guap to do a comedy sketch show, I'm writing down the shit that I would do and the type of shit would be on the sketch show, like weekly. You feel what I'm saying? Or, you know, per episode or whatever. But Man, I got some funny shit, bro. But that'll be one of the segments. You heard the legend of the legend of sheepskin. And I just had that nigga doing the most outlandish shit you ever heard of in your life. You heard? Nigga type of nigga just be smacking police. You heard? Police come over there, niggas don't rolling dice. They interrupt the game, nigga sheepskin like, yo, hold the fuck up, man. You don't see I'm rolling motherfucking dice right here and drinking my motherfucking liquor, nigga? It's my motherfucking hood, nigga. Nigga just smacked the cop. End of the skit, the cop just be selling krills for that nigga. Like, yo, that nigga, I'm telling you. And then throughout the whole shit, I'm narrating with the nigga Unc. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, the nigga skin, the nigga sheepskin. Yo, one day the nigga was rolling dice. Police tried to run up on the nigga like, yo, what the fuck you doing rolling dice? Get up against the wall. Word to my mother, that nigga skin. Nigga was like, yo, nigga, you don't see I'm motherfucking rolling dice right here, nigga. You fucked up my roll, nigga. Now you owe me money, nigga. Let me get 100, nigga. Police like, sir, I told you to put your hands behind your back, nigga. Sheepskin just smacked the shit out that nigga. Nigga be wearing, it's summertime, nigga wearing a regular BVD with some Adidas track sets. It's straight summer, nigga just got on a sheepskin hat. You heard? Nigga just be having a sheepskin hat on in the straight summertime like this. Yo, what the fuck I told you, nigga? Nigga just smacked the cop. Yo, word of mother, nigga, you owe me 100. You gotta work that off, nigga. You gonna work that off tonight, my nigga. Like, yo, word of my mother, son. Nigga sheepskin made the motherfucking cop pump the pack, my nigga. Nah, son, I'm telling you, nigga. Made that nigga stand there and pump the pack in the lobby until he got his 100 back. This the type of nigga sheepskin was, nigga. Nigga was a monster. You heard? That shit'd be dumb funny, my nigga. Them sheepskin skits. I got all type of ideas for a sketch comedy show, bro. Shit'd be real epic, I'm telling you. Trying to hit that la-la off camera, baby. You heard? Tired of getting my lives non-monetized. Gotta hit that la-la off camera, baby. I'm redded out today. I got on the red hoodie. You feel me? I got the red motherfucking, what you call these shits again? Red Vapor Max on. Got the red on my motherfucking, red on my Apple Watch. Redded out today, my nigga. Something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon. Yo, that nigga Q-Tip is a funny nigga, man, from Tribe Called Quest. I always think about that record, my nigga, like when niggas thought Tribe Called Quest was a thing of the past, niggas thought Q-Tip was washed up. You heard? That funny ass nigga just that nigga just came out with that vibrant thing, a vibrant thing, a vibrant thing, a vibrant. That shit was bananas, my nigga. Oh my God, but that nigga had me laughing. The way that nigga was in that motherfucker, I think it's the way he was in the video, man. I can't remember the video too much. But that nigga is funny, bro. But that shit always makes me laugh because niggas thought it was a rap for like Tribe Called Quest, Q-Tip. Niggas thought it was a rap. My nigga Tip was like, man, listen, my nigga. Throw me in the studio. I'm reinventing my whole style, nigga. You heard? Nigga just came back out with vibrant thing, a vibrant thing. That shit went crazy in the streets, nigga. You heard? To this day, that shit goes stupid. The beat on that bitch, whew. The beat on that bitch is stupid. Man, I can't even do that shit, but you know how that shit go. That beat on that vibrant thing is, whoo, that shit crazy, nigga. All right, I'm reading some of these comments, man. I ain't responding to no craziness. Oh yeah, that too, my nigga. That breathe and stop. I'm getting them two joints mixed up in my head, but that's another joint. That nigga ain't give a fuck, nigga. And nigga came out with that breathe and stop for real. Give it what you got. That shit was banging stupid. Breathe and stop. Yo, that shit was crazy, son. That nigga Q-Tip was a fucking problem, bro. That nigga was a problem, man. Rest in peace, Fife Dog, man. You heard? Five footer, man. Dino Mutt, man. You heard? Nothing go harder than that scenario 2, though. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I told y'all niggas the last couple of times I was on live, but I was breaking down that scene from my movie that I want to put out one day in life. You feel what I'm saying? That's some of that. It was Howard Day, and niggas just had that motherfucking scenario 2 on repeat. That shit was dumb. Niggas kept taking the beginning of that shit back. There are 7 MCs. 6 which are in physical form. 1 which is in spiritual essence. There are 7 MCs. 6 which are in physical form. 1 which is niggas was just bringing that shit back. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, that shit was the hardest beat that niggas ever heard. When that shit came out, scenario 2 beat, that shit was the hardest beat niggas had ever heard, my nigga. That shit was like boom, 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 boom. Niggas was like, what's that? The only other beat that was hard as that was that LL Cool J and EPMD. We on a rampage, boom. That shit. These is beats that, yo, word of mother, I want to do a documentary called, remember I said this first, you know, because you know niggas be biting the shit out my shit. But I want to do a documentary called Beats That Changed the Game. You heard? Because there's certain beats, there's certain beats, bro, that them shits was so different, it just changed the whole game. Like, you heard? When you heard that LL Cool J EPMD rampage joint, boom, 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 me on a rampage. That shit was like, what? Listen, niggas was throwing hammers in their waist like this. What the fuck? When that shit hit, like I said, that scenario 2, boom, no, no, no. I'm gonna tell you what was another crazy beat, my nigga, that drove me crazy. When I got bailed out on an island to fight my case, you heard? I fought some of my case from the street. I got bailed out and fought some of my case from the street. When I got bailed out, and that's when the box was out. That show, the box, where you order videos. That motherfucking Run DMC joint and Pete Rock and CL Smooth joint. That Down with the King. And they wanna be down with the king. Yo, that shit crazy, my nigga. To this day, you hear that shit? Down with the king for years, about 10 of them. I'm gonna make it men of them. That shit crazy. That shit be like, boom, no, no. And they wanna be Diggy down with the king. Yo, whoo. That shit go dumb. That Down with the King go dumb. That was at the time, you know, Jam Master Jay was pushing Onyx. You heard? And Onyx was so fire, them niggas had to come out with some fire like that. Most likely Pete Rock did that beat, you heard? But that shit was dumb. They wanna beat Diggy down with the king. Nigga, I ordered that video like 400 times. You heard? And I tell y'all niggas, man, you heard I told y'all, man, my shit was on the island. Right before I got bailed out, I'm gonna keep it a whole buckarooski. You know, I was talking with shout out to the bro Miami. We was talking about, you know, the influence of movies and film and shit like that back in the days. Back in the days, niggas don't know the movie Young Guns made niggas go crazy. The movie Untouchables, we spoke about all of that. But music videos, music videos was the same shit, bro. Like, oh man, my nigga, I told you, my nigga, my shit in the 4 building. Heard, I got a kid that's in my dorm. That son was on one of them HBO documentaries. Long story, like I mean, he had a crazy wild case that was all over the papers and shit like that. But oh, son was a he was a hip hop almanac. You heard, son had a wild murder case, crazy shit. But the nigga was a hip hop almanac, and he used to school me to man. I thought I was a hip hop almanac. Son was from the Bronx. Son used to be like, nah, son, what? You don't know. And nigga be schooling me like, you don't know the fuck, you don't. That's a nigga. Matter of fact, it wasn't him that put me on to who Redman is, but he put me on to a certain Redman song. It was my other man from Staten Island, my son E. That nigga put me on the Redman. He was like, what, nigga, you don't know who the fuck, you don't know who Redman is? I was like this, nah, who that? He was like, yo, that nigga down with the Death Squad, nigga, you crazy? And that nigga used to quote the words to Hardcore. That song they had, Hardcore. Son used to spit the words to that shit to me so much. Word to everything I love. I never heard the song. I knew all the words to it. So when I went home and finally heard the song, shit was sounding weird to me. But I knew all the words to that shit already. But I remember I was about to get bailed out on Rikers Island, right? I was waiting. I didn't even know I was about to get bailed out on this particular day. My mom was just in them streets praying and working. You heard? I wasn't even supposed to get, like, the judge showed me love. I'm gonna keep it real. I got a black judge one day, because, you know, they was switching up my judges. Like, you can't even I don't think you could get away with doing shit like that nowadays. Like, niggas used to be switching up my judges, nigga. What the fuck is going on, my nigga? I got Judge Tomei this time. Then I got this fucking devil. It was bugging me out. One day I got a black judge at a fucking bail hearing. My lawyer tried to put in a bail, and the niggas and the DA was like, yo, he can't get no bail, blah, 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 this and that, blah, blah, blah. And the black judge was like, yo, do you see that kid's mother crying right there? My mom's was in the courtroom bawling tears, bro. All of this is in the Kids with Guns story. I'm giving it to y'all right now, violating. But I mean, my mom's was in the courtroom crying mad tears. And you know, a black judge seen that shit. He was like, yo, do you see this woman's mother? Do you see this man's mother crying tears? You feel me? Like, chill the fuck out. Like, he basically told the DA was ODing, like, trying to keep my bail at $200,000, all type of crazy shit, bro. I ain't gonna blow it up, Kids with Guns, whatever. But I got a bail finally, right? Right before I was about to bail out. Crazy shit, my nigga, crazy shit. But we in the day room, we in the motherfucking day room watching TV in the 4 building and shit, right? And we watching Video Music Box. And Onyx come on. You heard? Onyx come on. That shit just come on. You know how the video come on, it be silent for a second. Them niggas be climbing or running or whatever the fuck they be doing. And that shit just come on. Take him up. Bring him up, Dad. Shine him up. Shine the ball, head. 1 gun, 2 guns, 3 guns, 4. Your, mine. It's all about crime. Onyx. I'm like, yo, who the fuck? And my man, he just bust in the TV room like this. Yo, that's Onyx? Oh shit, that's Onyx. I'm like, yo, son, who the fuck is Onyx? He like, yo, that's Jam Master J Group. Them niggas is crazy. I ain't never heard of these niggas in my life, my nigga, till I seen this video. When I saw that video, I was like, what the fuck? So you know that shit was crazy. Trying to get live like a wire. I set a whole choir on fire. Well done on the grill. What? They get crispy, hot. I was like, oh shit. son was like, yo, son, that's them niggas Onyx, son. He was hurt. Because like I said, son had a wild murder case, but he was a hip-hop fanatic. Because he really was a kid. We was all kids with murder cases. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this nigga was 17 years old. So, and I was 16. Know what I mean? Son was like, yo, son, word to my mother, son. I used to follow them niggas, my nigga. Onyx, I was waiting for them niggas to come out, my nigga. Damn, I wanted to be in the street when them niggas came out, man. My son just was hurt, like, we was just sitting there watching that video. I was like, oh, shit. Niggas is changing hip-hop. You heard? Hip-hop is, you know, when I left the streets just 4 or 5 months ago, you heard, like, we was Grand Pooba'd out, like, Brand Nubian, Grand Poobah. Let me see, man, 9-2, what was I listening to, man? Like, you know, I was Grand Pooba'd out, like, you know, nobody really couldn't tell me nothing more than Grand Poobah. I was fucking with Pac, like, in the streets, nigga. Like, I wasn't one of these niggas who start listening to Pac when he got killed and all of that. Nah, my nigga, Pac had dropped Trapped on Tupacalypse Now. They got me trapped. Wow! Like, you know, Brenda's got it. I mean, that was later strictly for my niggas. Pac came out with Holla If You Hear Me, matter of fact. One day I saw that shit when I was uptown at my pop's crib on MTV. I think it was on MTV. I seen Holla If You Hear Me. I was like, what's this shit? But, you know, it was a little bit too sophisticated for my young mind. You feel me? But when that nigga dropped that, they got me trapped in this prison of seclusion, I was on him. You feel what I'm saying? We was on my nigga Pac. You know what I mean? Wade, then he did the movie Juice, and it was rap. We was really on it. You feel what I'm saying? But, at this time, I was heavily on my Grand Poobah shit. So, you know, Onyx was just a whole new vibe. Like, niggas was like, oh shit, who these niggas? So then I got bailed out. As soon as I came to the streets, I'm like, yo, I got to get that Onyx. I need that Onyx album. And by the time I hit the street and got settled in, them niggas dropped the video for Slam. You heard boom, 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 Slam, do do do. That shit was crazy. You heard? At this time, you know, if I'm not mistaken, a little after this time is when Mobb Deep had their first album. And they had that joint hit it from the back, hit it from the back, hit it from the back like that. And they had another joint stomping niggas out with my Black Timbs or some shit like that. So we was on Mob too. We was like, oh, who these niggas? That hit it from the back shit was hard. But it wasn't no gangster shit like that. They was tough. They was on some tough shit, but they wasn't on some straight gangster shit. But when Mobb Deep dropped that album, I told y'all niggas before. Let me see what time it is, man. My little shit dropped at 8:30. When Mobb Deep dropped that Infamous album, let me stop this. I don't be liking to make files too long. Pause. Mobb Deep dropped that Infamous album, right? Let me tell you the atmosphere. First of all, I was up north. I was in Franklin. Me and the nigga Saquon was in the same dorm together, right? We both was on QBQ. We both not supposed to be coming out our cubes. You know, Saquon got me by a few years, so I was a younger nigga. And me and Son got tight with each other. Like I told you, Son let me hold the Me Against the World Pac tape soon as it came out. And you know, me and Son started vibing after that. Right? So then we start building this shit. So boom, the Infamous dropped that Mobb Deep. Now, you know, I must have heard a joint on the mixtape or something. I seen that shit in the back of the Source. I'm like, oh, I got to get this. You heard when the niggas was on the roof and shit, Queensbridge. I was like, oh, nah, I got to get this shit looking hard. Now, you know, Nas already had lit fire to niggas' asses. Know what I mean? Nas had already lit fire to niggas' asses. Mobb Deep was hard. But when Nas came out with Illmatic, it literally changed the DNA of the entire rap game. Niggas started rapping different. Niggas started being more gangster poetically. You know what I mean? Like, niggas had hard rhymes. But when Nas came out, niggas wanted to get on some extra gangster hood shit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. So Nas just didn't influence lyricism. He influenced gangster shit too. Cause niggas wasn't spitting the gangster shit that Nas was spitting at all. You had niggas like Kool G Rap that just always been on some gangster rap shit, of course. But I'm talking about the average nigga that was trying to come up at 9-3 when Nas started coming up. That niggas wasn't spitting no motherfucking, know what I mean? And it be full of children, probably couldn't see as high as I be. It's like the game ain't the same. Got younger niggas pulling the trigger, bringing fame to their name and claim some corners. Crews without guns is goners. In broad daylight, stick up kids, they run up on us. 4.5s and gauges, max and fact, same niggas is catching back. Niggas wasn't spitting nothing like that, my dude. It did not exist. And we, real hip hop heads, we all knew it from Live at the Barbecue. When we heard that nigga on Live at the Barbecue, you know, I don't know if I'm bugging or not, but I might have even still been in Brownsville when I heard Live at the Barbecue, my nigga. Real talk. So I gotta fact check that. Because if Live at the Barbecue was released in late 92, I might have even heard that shit in 92 in the P's in my projects, and then I got locked up. And then it's a blur because I used to listen to Stretch Armstrong and Bobito. So they be playing all type of shit. So I don't know if I heard it there or what. You feel what I'm saying? But the nigga Nas was spitting shit that nobody else was spitting. So that Nas Illmatic tape influenced the shit out of Mobb Deep. And then Mobb Deep dropped the infamous that. So check it, right? I see the infamous album in the motherfucking, in the catalog or whatever, right? New episode, that shit dropping in another 15 minutes. I see the motherfucking, the infamous. I'm gonna shout y'all out and read some of these comments in a minute. But I tell my moms, I'm like, yo, I need that Mobb Deep album. At this time, you had to go to like Sam Goody, have Sam Goody ship the shit to you. You couldn't just send nobody no album. You had to have the actual store sending shit to niggas up north. So I tell my moms, I'm like, yo, word the mother. Either that or I ordered it. I can't remember which. Either that or I ordered this shit out of Music Choice catalog. I think that's what it was called, Music Choice. I don't remember. But it used to have music tape catalogs. You could order shit. But me, I needed, them niggas was late. I needed my shit soon as it dropped. You heard? Soon as shit dropped, I was getting it. Like, my moms knew I was a hip-hop fanatic. So my moms knew, like, once a month, I need 2 tapes. I used to be on my moms. Yo, listen, you ain't even got to send no food. But send those 2 tapes. Here go the 2 tapes. I used to just write her, be like, please go to Sam Goody, the Wiz, whatever the fuck was open at that time, and send me them shits. So I got that infamous, right? Niggas call me to the package room. I go down to the package room. You know, sometimes you got a package, you don't know what it is. You like, damn, that could be, my mom could have sent some shit. Somebody could have sent some shit, I don't know. Nigga, I go to that package room, them niggas like this. Get them niggas my ID. Niggas just pop that infamous joint, bust the shit open, look, make sure your hair, boom, my shit like this. Yes. I go back to the Dills norm, right? I'm trying to think, man. I was on QBQ, but I don't think I was still on loss of packages or commissary and shit like that. Because, you know, sometimes they give you 30 days QBQ or, 60 days QBQ and only 30 days loss of packages or whatever. So I was still getting packages or whatever. So, boom. I come back to the dorm. The nigga Saquon is in the dorm with me now. At this time, the dorm that we was in, you could literally spin around the entire dorm. Like, you could walk to the end of the dorm, make a left, go up, make another left, and keep going around. Like, you could spin. They had the shit cut off in walkways where you could spin the dorm like you spin in the yard. We invented that. You feel what I'm saying? Spinning the dorm. The police don't want you to do that because you're supposed to be in your cube. But we used to be to the police like, come on, my nigga, we ain't going no fucking way. We just spinning the dorm. So I got the Mobb Deep album, right? Now, at this time, I got the yellow Sony Walkman, the waterproof yellow Sony Walkman. I had this same Walkman in the street. Might have told a story back in the days. 2 niggas tried to rob me at gunpoint on Atlantic Avenue L train for the joint, and I was so young and stupid, I didn't give my shit up. You heard? Like, I love this Walkman so much, I just couldn't give it up. My mom was very mad at me when I told her, yo, niggas try to rob me, I ain't give it up. She was like, what? You ain't give it up? Motherfucker, you want to die over a Walkman? My mom's was tight. But two niggas tried to rob me for the Walkman. Long story short, I ain't give it up. Then I seen this old head from my projects. He saw them niggas trying to run down on me. He went over there, said something to them niggas. They bounced, whatever, right? But I had this same Walkman up top, Sony joint, yellow joint, right? Now the reason why I wanted this Walkman is because this was one of the only Walkmans that got 2 headphone jacks. You heard? So now I get the Mobb Deep tape. I'm like, yo, I tell a nigga Saquon, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, I got that motherfucking Mobb Deep infamous tape. Like, yo, you lying, nigga. I'm like, nigga, I got this shit right now. Let's throw this shit in the whip and cruise out, nigga. You heard? So nigga, Saquon get his headphones, plug them into the Walkman. I get my headphones, plug them into the Walkman. We spinning the dorm, just listening to the Mobb Deep album. We turn that shit on. This nigga a funny ass nigga. When that Mobb Deep shit, where that nigga be like, where in the beginning, where it come on, the nigga get shot, nigga be like, yo, hey yo, get him to the ambulance. Hey yo, get him in, hey yo, come on, man, he got shot, man. Yo, come on, nigga. And the drama be coming, then that shit come on. Forever Wild from the Cradle to the Grave. I remember we was listening to that shit, and the nigga was like, nigga Saquon was like, yo, my nigga, I'm feeling tension right now, my nigga. I'm feeling the tension building up, my nigga. I'm like, me too, my nigga. You heard this shit like we listening to a movie. That shit just come on. Forever Wild from the Cradle to the Grave. Kid, watch your back. One time coming all ways. They locked me up for 12 days. I can't comprehend. Now I'm a free man on the streets again, chasing St. Ives down with some Seagram's gin. Life is like a dice game, and I'm in the win. On the scene, from the 41st side of Queens, we get the cream, lay up, love, redeem. We was like, oh, what the fuck is this? My nigga, we was like, let's keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you. When the Infamous came out, nobody had ever made music like that, ever. I'm telling you, this is all facts, my nigga. Because you know, for y'all young niggas, they'll try to erase history on y'all and change history. When Infamous album came out, bro, there had never been anyone in New York City that sounded that gangster. Like, we was Brooklyn niggas and we was jealous of how hard this album was. Like, these Queens niggas rapping like this? Like, this shit was so hard body. Even Brooklyn niggas was like, we got to step our shit up, nigga. Cause these Queens niggas is sounding sinister on the mic. You heard? Then we heard that joint. Shit is for real, we about to get hectic. Up in the Bronx, we about to get hectic. Shaolin, we about to get hectic. That shit was crazy, nigga. When I opened my eyes to the streets where I was raised as a man and learned to use my hands for protection and scuffles, throwing my blows and doubles. I'm coming from Queens, motherfucker, carrying guns and doubles and wilding. A QU soldier from Left Rack to Rockaway back to Queensbridge Black. It's only crack sales making niggas act like that. Woo! Son, niggas wasn't making no hardcore shit like that, my nigga. I'ma keep it real with you. It was some hardcore shit in the streets. You had Fat Joe making hard shit. You had G-Rap making hard shit. You had Lord Finesse making hard shit. You had Onyx making hard shit. But that shit wasn't sounding like straight motherfucking project mobster shit, nigga. Them niggas came out with the most sinister project mobster sound anybody has ever heard, my nigga. They was too hard, my nigga. When you heard that, when that shook to this day, my nigga, you throw that shook ones on, my nigga, that shit go crazy. A lot of niggas think that was Mobb Deep first album. That was their second album. You heard that Infamous. But that shit was ugly. But it was influenced by Nas heavily. You feel me? It was influenced by Nas heavily, my nigga. You heard? If you listen to, Juvenile Hell, they album before that, and then you listen to the Infamous, you'll understand they was heavily influenced by NAS. But that's the way it's supposed to be, my nigga. Them niggas from they hood, like, you feel what I'm saying? So of course that nigga Nas influenced everybody, just like Shan influenced Nas. You feel me? This shit is a cycle, my nigga. You feel me? And Tragedy. Them niggas, a lot of them niggas was influenced by Tragedy. Tragedy was one of the most lyrical niggas in Queensbridge history ever. He was before his time. He was crazy with it on that MIC. You feel me? And even Tragedy, I probably could say he was influenced by Nas. Like, it was impossible not to be influenced by Nas, my nigga. That's why Nas said, name a rapper that I ain't influenced. I gave you chapters. Now I keep my eyes on the Judas, you heard? Like, son, he know. Like, name a rapper that I ain't influenced, my nigga. He put a new DNA into the rap game. I'm keeping it a whole buck. You heard? You had a Lord Finesse at the time. Lord Finesse was crazy. But Lord Finesse was a punchline nigga. You feel me? Nas was just... When we heard that nigga rap's disciple, nah, I shoot slugs out my brain just like a rifle. Grab the microphone, I leave the microphone, play pretty tough, you man, I'm on some pretty tone shit. My architect, Jesus, when I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Woo, we heard that shit. We was like, ooh, whoa. Who the fuck is this? Son put a whole new DNA in the game, my nigga. He was a Queens nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So he's responsible for, and then Mobb Deep, if you thought it was something sweet about Queens, if you had any inkling of thought that it was something sweet about Queens, when you heard that Infamous album, you was like, nah, my nigga, I'm scared to go out there now. You heard? I'm gonna keep it real. Them niggas that album had niggas scared to go to Queens. Like, to this day, you go to Queens, you think about that Infamous album, like, you feel me? Shit was real. Everything's real in the field. It's nice as hell out here tonight, man. You heard? I tried to come out with just my hoodie on, man. Had to have my jacket in the bag. Started getting a little brisky. New York, man, we be thirsty for hoodie season. Oh, you know what? I want to test something right now. I want to test if this camera can run off of battery powered by USB-C to C, as they said it can. But let's see. You know what else was a crazy ass song? Leaders of the New School. They had that joint, shit been stuck in my head all day today, matter of fact. They had that joint, What's Next? That shit had me tight, bro. I had to turn myself in. When I turned myself in 9.3, oh, this shit is letting me run off the joint. Okay. All right, okay. All right, Canon V10. All right, I see you, nigga. You heard? But yeah, Leaders of the New School, man, I had to go turn myself in and go back to jail and shit and go do that 6 years. As soon as I was about to turn myself in, they had out that What's Next joint. Like, that was the last joint that I was in the streets for. You feel me? That What's Next. Like, that shit had just came out like a week before that. That shit was crazy. That Leaders of the New School joint, What's Next? I heard that shit. I was like, damn, man. I remember I was watching that shit like a day before I had to go turn myself in. I was like, damn, man. Because I was such a hip-hop head. Going to jail hurt me the most because I was leaving the culture. Like, some niggas say shit like that because it sound cool and slick. But, I was really, really a hip-hop fanatic, my nigga, all my life. And I ain't want to miss. I was that little nigga that I get mad when another nigga know more words to the song than me. You heard? I be tight. I go to the lab. Oh, what? Oh, this nigga quoted the whole shit? All right. I got something for his ass. Now I'm going to go study the whole album and quote the whole album. You feel me? I used to be able to quote like word of my mother, nigga. I used to be able to quote the whole Illmatic album, the whole Infamous album. I used to be able to quote the whole fucking album. Who else, man? Slick Rick, like real talk, bro. I might have been able to quote that whole Great Adventures of Slick Rick album at one point in time in my life. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see who else, man. Pac, Me Against the World. It's maybe a lyric or two that I can't grasp because Machiavelli, Pac album Machiavelli, I might be able to quote that shit. I might still be able to quote that shit the whole fucking album, nigga. That's how much I listen to that shit. You feel me? But yeah, man. A lot of joints, man. A lot of joints, man. You heard? A lot of joints. So yeah, man. Oh shit, I'm bugging out. It's 8:30, man. You heard? I'm gonna slide off, go catch this little premiere, this little commentary. You feel what I'm saying? I told you I got to start dropping that yamentary. Shit, I was listening to that sucker MC shit on the train the other day. I was listening to that shit on repeat, my nigga, over and over, my nigga. You heard? 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhyme, so I said this rhyme I'm about to say. The rhyme was deaf and then it went this way. Took a test to become an MC. And Orange Crush became amazed at me, and Larry put me inside his cat to lack. Them niggas was acting crazy on that shit, nigga. 1, 2, 3, 3 to 2, 1. My name's Larry Lab, my name's DJ Run. We do it in the place with the highs in the bait. Yo, that shit right there is one of the flyest rap songs that ever came out. I love that shit, nigga. That shit will never get old. Sucker MCs? Never, my nigga. That shit will be listened to for the rest of eternity. You feel what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I just throw that shit on 10 times in a row. Cause that boom bap should be like boom, boom, bah, bah, boom, bah, boom, boom, bah, bah, boom, bah. That shit be going crazy, nigga. When you just get frustrated with garbage ass hip hop, just throw on that sucker MCs, my nigga. That shit be, oh my God. And nigga was like, because you's a sucker MC and you're my fan, coming from the wackest part of town, trying to rap, but you can't get down. You don't even know your English. Your verbs and nouns. You just a sucker MC, you sad face clown. So DMC and then man, niggas was acting crazy, my nigga. You heard? You're fighting on your life. You're cheating with your wife. You're running around town like a hooligan with a knife. You're hanging on the ab, chilling with the crew, and everyone knows what you go through. That shit was crazy, my nigga. Kenzo Files, holla at me on Instagram, my bro, STLAZNYC. You heard? Send me a DM. Hendrix was popping, Sean Harris was popping. Yo, I'm gonna slide off to this premiere. Don't even get me, don't. Only built for Cuban Links or Infamous. That's a tie, bro, for the rest of life. Them two albums is too fire. They both the same equal amounts of fire, my nigga. I'ma keep it real. That Cuban Links 2 is out of control. Like, niggas don't know, my G's. That Cuban Links Part 2, that shit was a masterpiece, my nigga. Like, that nigga ain't take all that time to do that album for no. You listen to Cuban Links Part 2, that shit is a fucking masterpiece theater, my nigga, of hip hop. Like, niggas don't know. That shit is slept on. That Cuban Links Part 2, every song on that shit is bonanzos. Every beat, bonanzos. But yo, I'm gonna check y'all dudes later, man. Go slide off to this premiere. You heard, I'm gonna tap in with y'all tomorrow. Probably you heard LAZ, Z-Man, Suicide Pope, the Ski Man, you already Snow Cone. If you need to holler at me, hit me up on Instagram, STLAZNYC. Holla at me.